sign behind me says that fire danger is low today, it won't be long until we're in the red. As of right now, according to Fire Chief Lamoureux, the fire is 60% contained and in mop-up. Now, I'll step off screen just so you can take a look at the hillside where we last saw fire crews fighting the fire. We saw several helicopters dropping water, up to 3 at one point, just continuously dropping buckets of water onto this fire. We were able to see smoke earlier. We cannot see any active smoke from where we are standing as of right now. Just on the other side of that hillside is the Yakima Training Center. No evacuation orders were ordered for this fire and no road closures occurred. As of right now, we understand that they are in mop.
We wanted to ask you, you covered the road conditions, can see people driving a little slow behind you, but walking in this snow, how high does it come up on your ankles or legs?
Yeah, I mean, I'm wearing some pretty high snow boots right now, but even behind me right here, it's coming up above my ankle. I did make a little snow angel here earlier, and it's, not my best work, but I think it's pretty good. But yeah, the snow is definitely coming up above your ankles, so if you have snow boots, definitely going to want to wear those. And tennis shoes, be careful because you might get some snow in your socks, which does not sound very fun in this weather.
From Columbia Park, Kaitlyn, how are things out on the river?
Hi, Noelle. Things are going great. It has been an absolutely beautiful day here on the water, and Water Follies is absolutely a major event for the Tri-Cities. And let's take a look at that last day's forecast for for Water Follies. Tomorrow we'll be seeing another beautiful day, partly cloudy. We'll be seeing 68 by the time gates open at 8 a.m. For that air show, you're sitting about 82, and by 5 p.m. for that final race, you'll be seeing 89 degrees. A little bit smoky, and we'll talk a little bit more about air quality in that full weather forecast. But let's take a look at wind, because wind can have a major impact on the Water Follies as a whole. And taking a final look at that 7-day forecast, we're going to see a very chilly night tonight and our coldest day of the week tomorrow, with those highs in the low 30s and upper 20s. Then we're going to be seeing those temperatures rising to the mid to upper 30s as we head to the week ahead. Lots of sunshine in the forecast for us. Those overnight lows, though, they are going to be staying in the 20s and teens all week long. So we're not going to see much relief from the cold overnight, but those sunny skies and near 40-degree temperatures are going to feel pretty nice.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to some chilly weather.
I need you to explain, so you teleported on the screen here from in front of the 7-day, and now she's here.
I don't know how it works.
I did a little walk around.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I wasn't paying attention. I was too busy watching.
No, they were too busy watching the forecast.
I was watching the forecast.
And for all of these hot temperatures, and what's really responsible for it is this high pressure system. You can't really see right here. It's created some significant ridging that is pushing all of that hot and dry air across the region. Now that high pressure system is going to slowly move eastward, and on Tuesday and Wednesday it's going to be sitting right above the Pacific Northwest. Those are going to be the hottest days of the week because of where that high pressure system is going to be positioned, just pushing all of that hot air across the region. We're not really going to see any cloud coverage over the next few days. A little bit overnight and really early in the morning, but very mild cloud coverage. Overall going to be clear skies at night and sunny during the day. Now, this excessive heat warning has just continued to be extended. We saw it initially extended from Tuesday to Wednesday, and now from Wednesday through next Saturday. That's for temperatures 100 to 110 degrees. This is going to cause a lot of heat-related illnesses and really no relief anytime soon.
Surprise, everybody! Happy St. Patrick's Day!
Yeah! It's tomorrow!
Oh, right, it's tomorrow, but we're celebrating early, like everybody else.
Right, we don't have a morning show tomorrow,
right,
so
exactly.
we have to celebrate today.
So we're celebrating a day early, like everybody.
Also in Grant County, a man in custody after pulling a butcher knife on officers. The Grant County Sheriff's Office says that firefighters were responding to a house fire in Cascade Valley over the weekend when they saw the man carrying a steel bar walking away from the house that had just caught fire. February is American Heart Month, and I spoke with the Richland Fire Department to learn about what an AED is and how to use it. If someone's heart stops, compressions or CPR are not your only options. The Richland Fire Department tells me that in the event of an emergency, you should always call 911 first, then start compressions and ask someone to look for an AED. An AED is a defibrillator, a lot like the ones used in hospitals, but AEDs are meant to be used in an emergency by someone who potentially has no first aid training or previous medical experience.
You turn it on and it's going to walk you through the steps and instructions to deliver a shock to somebody if it's needed. And they are obnoxiously loud. They repeat steps if you don't perform them. So they are super user friendly, and they're made that way to make it so public can use them without any training.
Adult patient, call for medical assistance. Pull green tab to remove pads.
So it just walks you through everything that you need to do, and then they'll show you where to put the pads on people.
Apply pads to patient's bare chest, as shown in picture.
Sabin tells me that AEDs are the reason many people survive a cardiac event. He also tells me that an AED will monitor someone's heart first and won't shock someone unless they need it. And if someone doesn't need it, a metronome will begin to help you keep track of compressions. In studio, Kaitlyn Smock, Nonstop Local. With the Benton Franklin Humane Society and Julie Saraceno, who is not only a volunteer, but a social media influencer who works with the Humane Society to promote shelter dogs online. Saraceno began working with the Humane Society during the pandemic as a way to get out of the house. But after seeing other volunteers posting pictures of the shelter animals online, she was inspired. Saraceno has amassed more than 99,000 Instagram followers, and she posts videos of shelter dogs to help encourage people to adopt them. She tells me one commenter really helped propel her online presence.
I got really lucky, and one of the dogs that I fell in love with, her name was Disney. She actually got the attention of Gerard Butler. So he commented on one of my videos and he was like, oh my gosh, she looks exactly like the dog of mine that just passed away.
Saraceno says Butler never came to adopt Disney, but did help get more eyes onto her profile. Saraceno tells me the majority of her followers are actually from the East Coast, and when people thousands of miles away began asking how they could help, she set up a way they could.
People love to buy fun things like toys and treats and things like that, and you know, the Humane Society isn't set up within their funding structure to buy fun things like that. So I have made a lot of different shelter wish lists off of Amazon, and people go above and beyond with donating things.
I spoke with Hannah Mora, the volunteer services coordinator for the Benton Franklin Humane Society, who says the shelter really relies on volunteers, and with so many different ways to help out, everyone can find something they enjoy doing.
There's a variety of things that they can do here at the shelter. They can help out in our cattery, they can help with the cleanings in the mornings, with the feeding, the extra enrichment, socialization. They can help out in our kennels. They can give the dogs extra walks, they can give them baths, they can sit in the kennels with them.
And it's not only the Benton Franklin Humane Society that needs volunteers. There are many other shelters in our area, and if you're interested in getting involved this holiday season, contact any of them to find out how to start volunteering. In studio, Kaitlyn Smock, Nonstop Local.